All right, we are continuing to cover breaking news. A massive house explosion in North Franklin Township, Washington County. First responders are on the scene.
This is a live look now from Newschopper 2. It happened just a short time ago on Park Lane near Trinity High School in Washington Cemetery. You can see there's no evidence that a house even existed on that particular piece of land. It is just rubble right now, and you can see those tiny small pieces of debris scattered about in the trees there and on top of vehicles. Again, the explosion so strong, the force of it so intense that the ground was shaking. People who live in that area reporting things were falling off of their walls. A woman who was a mile away from the scene said the doors to her office building actually blew open from the force of that blast.
A video just breathtaking. Imagine the power of the explosion that just reduced that house to a pile of debris. Incredibly, according to the Observer reporter, the woman in that house is okay. A witness said, quote, referring to the woman who lives there, she was in her house, smelled gas, went outside. As soon as she opened the garage door, the house exploded. This witness told the Observer reporter she couldn't believe the woman came out of the house. The woman is alive. She was sitting on a neighbor's step. She was bleeding from the ears and head, but she was able to walk to the ambulance. So we know that that woman was transported. We also have some information, Kim, on an injured firefighter.
Right. As you can imagine, so many, dozens and dozens of first responders there on the scene, police, firefighters, EMS. We have confirmed that one volunteer firefighter was injured, taken to Washington Hospital. So that came in the aftermath of this and during the response of this, which the two callers that we've been talking to on the phone, the emergency response there is just massive in terms of the dozens and dozens of first responders getting there to the scene to help this neighborhood. This
is very close to the heart of Washington, PA, very close to Trinity High School, close to Washington Cemetery, close to American Legion Post. There was a mystery for a bit this afternoon after this happened. People felt the blast, people heard the blast, and no one at first knew what had happened. Paula Key at the American Legion Post told us they thought that their air conditioning unit had toppled over. People in downtown Washington said they thought there had been a car accident. Woman told the newspaper, the Observer reporter, they thought maybe there was a plane crash. So you can just imagine this massive impact, this massive sound, and it took a while before people realized there was a home there, and now it's gone.
And Paula telling us that, again, at the American Legion, and as many American Legions do, some of the relics that they have there outside on the lawn, they have a cannon there at the American Legion, and, the shock of all of the neighbors there wondering what that sound was. Many thought that maybe the cannon had gone off. So that's the kind of shock and response that's coming in the aftermath of this massive explosion. As again, we're taking a look from Newschopper 2, just seeing those shards and pieces and shreds of debris scattered throughout that yard there. Pieces of insulation, people report flying into the air 35 feet above the ground, and a lot of them seeing that happening and not knowing exactly what the source of that was or where that debris was coming from today.